Hi everybody, Angie here, coming on to do the weekly Marguerite Miller Collage Challenge with you guys. We are on week 31. I've got all my goodies here. I'm going to be pulling out some things out of my antiquarian sticker books, I think. Found a few items in there that I might want to try and incorporate. And we're going to get right into this because I don't know how much time this is going to take, okay? We're going to go through the prompts and I'll walk you through what my idea is. We're on week 31. It says something with a spine, and I have something in my sticker book. A path or a road. I'm going to be using this digital image that I have here of this cobblestone road here with the little town scene, and that's going to be my main focal point on this. My least favorite color. That was kind of difficult because I love color. I love all colors. But if I have to pick one, I'm going to go with green. So that's why I have this piece of scrap paper here. I just did some distress ink with some green, and then I just didn't want it to be just green. So I brought in a little bit of yellow. So I'm going to be using a piece of this paper here. A crossword or newspaper. I have this digital crossword here. And for a bonus, it says a dried leaf or flowers. And we'll see about that. I'm kind of not sure about that, but we'll see what we can come up with. Okay, so let's get started. So what I have for you guys today is this image here, and I had so much fun, even though it was time consuming. I cannot explain to you. I wish I could have really took you through the whole process from start to finish on that. I really enjoyed the process of that. So I'm going to try and incorporate the same thing with this one, but I'm going to take you guys with me. Okay, this is just an 8.5 by 11 image. I don't think I need that much, so I'm going to take away just a little bit of this road part here. And I'm just going to try and get a straight cut. I'll just take off 2 inches. I think that's enough. I just think that road is just so much of the picture, and we just don't need that much. Okay, so we're going to be working with, that's 8.5 by 9. Okay, so that's it. Now, there'll be a lot of cutting and trimming, so I hope this won't be too boring for you guys, but I hope you will like the process and come along with me. Okay, my thought was we are going to get right into this. I am going to cut away some of the road. And there will be sometimes where I'm not jabbering on, okay, and if so, I'm just focused on the cuts and what I'm doing here and kind of my thought process as I go. I have an idea of what I want to do, but you never know how exactly things are going to turn out, right? And you know, if we go as we go, if you know, things take a left turn, as times they do. Okay, so if I get quiet, that's all I'm doing. I'm just thinking and kind of focusing on what I'm doing. These cuts here, I thought it'd be a little easier. Oops, see, and I just realized, oh well, I'm gonna go along with it. Are a lot of straighter cuts. They're not so intricate as last week's piece that I did. So that's why I thought I should be able to bring you guys along on this one. Now I'm going to be removing the 2 side streets, and we'll go ahead and do this one as well. See, these are just a lot of kind of straight cuts, so it won't be quite as time consuming. Okay, so there's that. And I don't want to take away the curb. There we go. Okay, what I thought I would replace that with is the crossword. Now I just have to decide if I want to use the actual puzzle portion or the word portion. And I kind of like the puzzle portion, but I don't know if I'm going to have enough for both sides. So let's check that out. I'm just going to do a little pencil line here to kind of show how much that's going to take up. I think I'll make it. I may have to turn the puzzle, but yeah, I think I'll make it. So let me cut this out. And I'm going to try and move quickly. Okay. So we need it right there. So I'm going to have to make the pencil line a little bit darker so I can see where I need to cut. And then I'll erase the pencil line if it's showing when we get it in place, okay? And then I gotta cut just a little bit outside of that pencil line so I have a portion to glue it down to the back. And this should go again a lot quicker than last week's also because I'm not doing pockets and things like that, so it should go more swiftly for me. But yeah, it's so much fun just taking a picture and just changing it. You know, it's, I don't know, it's a lot of fun. Okay. Well, let's flip this over. And let me move things out of the way, make sure I'm in frame for you guys. Oh, sorry. Just run a bead of glue right there. And down we go. There's one side. And hopefully we'll have enough to do the other. Okay, we're just gonna do it this way on this side. Because I'm gonna have to turn the might not make it completely, but we'll there we go. A little cockeyed, but that's okay, we can work with that. We're doing a collage after all, right? Okay, let's turn that off. And there we go. Didn't quite get that straight. There we go. Okay, so that's the road and the crossword. Now my next thought was I would cut out the sky. And it's already got like a misty, the scene is already real dark and kind of grim, almost grimacy looking. So I thought I'm gonna try and bring in some color to it. And as we go out, it gets a little foggy and hazy. Now these trees are not going to be my best friend. I know this already with the trimming, but we're just going to do a rough cut around and just go for it, okay? And I'm just going to do like a little squiggly. That's all I'm doing. Because there's no way I'm going to be able to get every little single branch. It is just too thin and too fine of a image of these trees. Okay, so we're just going to do something like that. Okay, and then maybe this portion in here. Maybe take that away. My apologies if you hear some noise in the background. My dog just walked in and she's panting like she's been running somewhere. She's going out now. So I don't know what she's been up to. Okay, this will bring in, I think, a little bit of color to the page. Brighten it up a little bit. We'll see how it looks. Okay, do we want to remove any more? Let's see. Actually, I think I would like to take away some of this right here. So I'm going to go up as I'm looking. I'm going to take away some of these smaller branches. And I'm just trying to really look. Come up to the top of this rooftop here. And over to this lamppost. maybe this portion as well. Okay, I think that's a good start there. And just something like that. Yep, just like that, I think. Maybe over a little. Get some green. I wouldn't mind a little bit more green up here, but there's just no way I'm going to be able to cut those small spaces. Okay. So I'm going to start with putting glue along the edges of my outer cuts. Okay. And see about flattening this out as we go. Oh, I think I might have just removed a piece that I needed. We'll see. Oh no. Okay. Something like that. Make sure everything is down, sealed off. And then we'll trim that down. Okay, something like that. I could remove this extra bit here. Okay. And there we go. That brings a little bit of color in, but we definitely need some more, don't we? Okay, and unfortunately, the thing about it is everything that I printed was in black and white. Next, so that brings in my green, okay? So what I was thinking from there, I still have this little bit here. So I thought I would cut these awnings out. And replace them with a little bit of green. And I'm just going to do some patchwork pieces here. I'm not being as particular as my last one. I'm just kind of, and I think I would like, now that I see how that looks, I think I would like that on the outside. It would look better. Let me see if I can. I'm going to actually use this so I know how big of a piece I need. And cut it out. And place it down on the top. I think that would look a little bit more three-dimensional, I guess you would say. Okay, and then we'll do the same thing with this next one, but the image is so dark, it's kind of hard to see where I need to cut, but and my lighting is not the best. Okay, trying to think of how I'm going to get around these. It's going to be a little difficult. Because there's flags attached to the top of this awning, and when I cut this awning out, I'm going to be removing the poles to my flag. So and that's kind of a darker, that's part of the awning here, even though it doesn't look like it. Thinking if maybe I should leave that piece. Okay, well, we're going to put it down. And what I'm going to do I don't know, maybe I chose the wrong image for this particular piece, but you know what? I'm going to do the best I can for you guys, okay? And I think I probably could do a little better if I took more time, but that's okay. I am going to use a little doesn't really look like the awning at this point to me, but I think kind of just looks like a glob, doesn't it? But if we do the shading, That kind of helps. And then for the flags, which it's hard to see, finish up those poles. Okay, and then what I thought, so anyway, there's some green, and if we need to bring some more in, I can always do that. But what I thought I would also do is, for a formula, I have this digital here, is I would cut out a couple of these mathematical formulas here, and I would just place those in my image somewhere. Like maybe in the cobblestones. Let me trim these out. And I was hoping to bring in color, but just everything is so black and white. So I'm just trying to think. Maybe just bring in a couple here and there. I kind of want them to fit within the cobblestones, each little rock. So I'm just going to try and trim this down as small as I can get it without losing the equations. There's one. Okay, there's two. Maybe if I could get one more. I like things in odd numbers if I can help it. Okay, there's three. And then I'll just bring in some green ink. I feel like we need another color in here, but when I bring in my, let's see, what else do we need? Something with a spine and a dried leaf or flower. Hopefully we can get some different color in here with that. Now my fingertips are all greened up. And the sun is going down. I'm in the middle of the afternoon here. Sun's either behind some clouds or... Okay, so I apologize if the visibility is changing. So I'm thinking maybe just kind of do something like that. And I'm just going to put these over the top of the stones. Just put one there. Maybe there. I feel like we need more to kind of go through the road. Let's do a couple more. Or maybe one more. I'll do one more. And I'll cut it in half since the road is narrowing as the picture gets further away. And that, I think, should fill it up. Okay. Should have enough ink on here for this last one. I think the whole equation is too long, but we're going to just cut it and make two out of it. Okay. And we end up with 5 pieces, so that's still an odd number, so that's good. Okay, let's bring this one down here. Yeah, I like that better. Okay. And I can't find my pen to my nozzle. There we go. Okay. So there's that. And I think I would like to emphasize. Let me find a black pen. Instead of pencil here, since this is black, I'm going to kind of just emphasize those poles a little bit with a black pen. My pen wants to go out on me. There we go. And kind of emphasize the tint a little bit. I think that helps it some. Okay, there we go. All right. And I'm going to bring in just a little bit more. Try to, just to the edges. Pardon me for a moment. It's just kind of looks a little too white and light. So I just want to deepen up that green area a little, just a tad. Yeah, I think that kind of helps a little bit. What do you think? actually. I have a little water here since this is Distress ink. Let's just kind of bring in just a tad bit of water. Yeah, I think I like that just a little bit more. Maybe bring a little bit of green into the road. Just a little here and there. And by any means do I not or dislike green, but it says my least. So I didn't really realize I had a least favorite. I had to really think on that a bit. I was like, well, and you know what made me, it's so funny, what made me actually choose green, I'll share this little tidbit with you. I never really realized I had a least favorite color. So I sat and I had to ponder over that for a minute, and how I ended up choosing green is I went into my closet and looked at my clothing. And I was like, okay, Angie, how do you shop? And out of all of my clothes, I only had 2 pieces of green. I have one green dress, a fall green dress, and a pair of slacks, a slack suit that has some green. Yeah. And that's it. So I was like, you know what? That's got to be my least favorite color, at least when I shop for clothing. So I chose green. So I'm hoping, as you guys are looking at this, it's bringing in a little, I know it's still dark, but kind of bringing in the color. Okay, what do you think? I think that's enough green, that's for sure. Okay, so that's what we got so far, guys, okay? So, okay, we've got the path and the road, least favorite color, green, a formula, we've got the formula, crossword, we've got the crossword. Okay, so we need something with a spine, and for that I had my antiquarian sticker book here, and I have some pages marked. At least I thought I did. Maybe it's the other one. I had this something on here too. Oh, that's it. Something with a spine. I had this little image right down here. This lady walking her dog. And what caught my eye on this particular one is the size for my picture here. I thought we could stick her on here like she's getting ready to cross the road with her dog. Okay. Maybe she's headed over there to the park with her dog. Maybe there's a park over there off in the distance. But I did have some pages marked on here as well. Let me take a look at this. Okay, I don't know what I had that marked for. Oh, I think I had these jesters or mimes, or just thinking about possibly putting them in the road, like maybe she's observing a show. Maybe these two guys are doing a show, doing a dance or a performance of some sort. I don't know. Do I want to put those in there? I don't think so. But I thought, that was my thought, maybe putting them in the road and they're doing some sort of performance. Which I don't mind it, but I don't like all this. Let me see if I could trim some of this away. See, here we go with all the little fussy cutting again, huh? As if I haven't had enough lately. But I don't mind most of the time. And I'm sure you guys can relate. It's just the only thing with fussy cutting is when you're on, you know, on time limit, time restraints. That's the only thing. It could be a little stressful. See, with removing, excuse me, some of that outer background, I think that does help the image a little bit. Oh, here comes the rain. We've been having so much rain, which is good, helping with these fires, and it's so dry, but we've had rain all month. Shouldn't rain be coming in April, not July? If you ask me, we should have rain in April and May. Not right in the middle of the summer, but okay, now I've got all these little sticker bits. No, he's not so bad. I don't mind him now. I think I'm gonna go ahead and cut the other one out too. And maybe these are street performers. I'm gonna say that they're street performers and they're giving us a bit of a performance. Maybe she's observing that and enjoying her little Sunday afternoon. And I may see if I can pull her up and trim around her as well. But I think we're about running out of time. See, that's the thing with fussy cutting and all this cutting. It does take a lot of time. So I hope this hasn't been too boring for you and you've enjoyed the process and my thoughts on putting this piece together. Okay, and we'll put him, make sure he's standing up straight though. Yeah, we've got a couple street performers there. Okay, and then we need some dried flowers. Let me go, I have this pack of dried flowers here, and I thought I'd just pull a few bits out and sprinkle those down. Now that I have the street performers, I think that makes a little bit more sense. And we can just sprinkle some flowers down around their feet. I think that would look good. And I don't want to bring out too many because these are real dried flowers, and I do know over time they're just gonna crumble away. So I don't want to use too many. I think that's enough. And we're just gonna just put them randomly. Okay, and this little portion here is all one piece, so we can leave it intact, I think. Just put it down. Yeah, some of these are still intact, so we're just going to leave them just like that. Pull this portion of the stem away. Just like that. What do you think? It's a little dark, but I think the few elements that I chose to use do brighten it up a little bit. Oops, missed one. Two, three. Any more? Yeah, I think that definitely helps a little bit, bring a little color into it. But I think if you use your imagination, I think you can kind of get an idea of what I was going for here. I don't think it looks bad. Okay, I would like to see if I can pull her up. I don't think I can though. Maybe. Oop, I think it's stuck. Okay, well that's gonna be it. I feel like we need something in the sky. Let me look and see if I have a little bird or something in my sticker book here that we could use. Real quick. I feel like it needs something. There's a moth, kind of large. There's a little butterfly, but then I have to cut him out too. I just feel like it needs something in the sky there. I don't know, that doesn't look right. I'll save that for something else. Okay, well we're just gonna leave it as that, guys. I don't want to take up any more of your time while I'm doing any more fussy cutting. But that's gonna be a wrap. Okay, here are the prompts. We'll run through those one more time real quick. Something with a spine. I've got the lady and the dog. Path or the road. Least favorite color is green, and I've got green throughout. A formula, I've got that incorporated into the path, to the walk, the road, and dried leaves. Okay, so that is going to be it, guys. I hope you like it. There we go. Thank you so much for spending some time with me today, guys. You guys have a wonderful day. Take care and God bless. Bye-bye.